What's happening, people? I hope you're all well. In this video, I'm going to talk about potential setbacks that can stop you reaching your maximum height potential. Now, obviously, if you've reached adulthood, you have reached your maximum height. But before that, what are the potential setbacks that can stop you from reaching your maximum height? The first one is lack of sleep. Now, it takes a huge amount of energy for your body to carry out daily functions. But when you're a teenager, it's even more crazy because your body's carrying out the day-to-day tasks. Your body has a lot of wear and tear that it picks up throughout the day, and your body's developing. So that's like a double whammy. Now, when you sleep, your body recovers, rests, and replenishes you with your energy supply, which is why you feel fresh in the morning. However, if you deprive your body of that when you're a teenager, then you are potentially stunting your growth and stopping yourself reaching your maximum potential. Now, there's a trap here, and it seems to be a common occurrence in life that abundance leads to complacency. So when you have a lot of something, you tend to appreciate it less. It's like if I have $10 million and I spend $500,000, I'm not going to feel it. But if I have $1 million and I spend $500,000, I'm going to feel it. Because the more you have, the less you appreciate. The less you have, the more you appreciate. So when you're a teenager and you have all this energy, you don't feel the need to go to sleep. You don't feel the need to get your 7 to 8 hours, which is what I recommend, by the way. But when you're my age and you're heading to 30, you really feel it. You know, I had a good hour, I had good sleep last night and I still feel pretty tired. So you need to have your sleep. You need to have your sleep. Even as a teenager, you know, it's a trap. You know, you feel that you don't need it because, you know, when I was a teenager, I could go out all night, the bars, the clubs, not have any sleep, and then go and work a part-time job the very next morning. I could do that. I can't do that now. I wouldn't even dream of doing that now because my energy supplies when I was a teenager and in my early 20s compared to now is night and day. My energy is nowhere near what it was. I can still do everything, but that I need my recuperation. When you're a teenager, you don't feel you need it because you're big bundles of energy. You've got big bundles of energy, but actually you are stunting your growth if you don't give your body the necessary sleep. I would recommend 7 to 8 hours of sleep if you're a teenager and you are still growing. So that's the first one, lack of sleep. You know, you've got big bundles of energy, you're going out with your friends and you're coming in late and you know, you're getting up, you know, you're not getting the amount of sleep. So that's the first one, lack of sleep stopping you reaching your potential full height. The next one is your diet. Again, as a teenager and as a child, see me, I could eat all types of rubbish, go out and perform athletics, boxing or whatever I was doing. You know, I could do that when I was a teenager. I could go out there and I could perform with a rubbish diet and it was all good. Again, it comes back to the same thing. Abundance leads to complacency. We don't, as humans, tend to change something unless something's going wrong and we feel we have to change it. If we're doing rubbish, if we're doing the wrong thing, but there's no repercussions and everything's going well, we don't tend to change things. So as a teenager, you know, you're eating McDonald's, you're eating Burger King, and you feel great. You don't change it, but you actually need to change it. If you eat right, you eat healthily, you know, you get your protein in, you get your calcium in, you get your zinc in, you get your carbohydrates in, you moderate the rubbish foods like the sweets and, you know, the candy, the sweets, the you know, the Burger King, the KFC. If you limit that and you focus on healthy foods, you're going to give your body every chance of maximizing your full height. But if you don't do that, then you are potentially you're potentially setting yourself back. Now, the next one I want to talk about is, and this is going to be a controversial one, beating your meat. Beating your meat. Now, our essence and our seed has so much nutrients in it. to the point where if you got a girlfriend and you are releasing, you know, that does actually give you oxytocin, dopamine. That does actually release hormones in your body, which is good for you. I don't know if it's oxytocin and dopamine. I have to revise that, but definitely dopamine. But long story short, when you have interaction with your female partner, your brain does release hormones that make you feel good. But here's the thing: when you're beating your meat every single day, which a lot of teenagers are, let's just be real, you are depriving your body of nutrients. You are depriving your body of seed and essence. And here's the thing, well, let me just get back to what I was talking about. When you don't release, your body transmutates that energy. Your body recycles that energy and it gets used for positive functions within your body. That is why people who, you know, they abstain for a set period of time, they feel strong and their testosterone levels increase. So when you're as a teenager and as a young adult, you know, I'm guilty of it. I used to do it. Beating your meat every single day, that's not a good look. That is depriving your body of energy. What does it take to do most things in life? Energy. And growing is no exception to that. So you deprive your body of energy it needs to grow, you may stunt yourself and stop yourself from reaching your full height. So those are 3 ways that you could potentially stop yourself reaching your full height. It could be through lack of sleep, poor diet, and beating your meat. Now, I just want to end off by saying that the bulk of the main way that you're going to, you know, how tall you're going to be is mainly down to genetics. But there is a chance that you could be stunting your growth if you were doing the things that I stated in this video. If you are beating your meat, if you have got a lack of sleep and your diet's poor, then you could be holding yourself back an inch or 2. And you don't want to do that. You know, you might enjoy it at the time, you know, but there's as many things in, you know, in life, there's always a price to pay. So you enjoy beating your meat, you enjoy eating rubbish food, you enjoy going out with your mates every week, you know, going out every day of your friends and hardly getting any sleep and just dragging yourself the next day on hardly any hours sleep. There's a price to pay. I'm not saying, you know, I don't recommend beating your meat because that's just not good for you. In terms of rubbish food and the odd time lack of sleep because you want to socialize, you know, that's okay. But every day you are potentially stunning your growth. Anyway, what do you make of what I talked about in this video? Let me know. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, hit the notification bell so you get a notification when I make a new video, and I'll see you on the next video.